I took the liberty personally of redefining the term because I think that it helps a lot of people understand this concept and gets them thinking differently about how they think about attribution inside of their company. And so dark social at the moment is dark. There is no tracking that gets measured by software. It can get measured, but not by software, dark. And social, meaning through the scale of, it gets generated through word of mouth created through the scale of the internet. And so what's the difference between 2014 and now as a B2B professional? Let's say you're a CFO or a CISO or a head of marketing or a director of HR or anything. The difference between 2014 and now, one, you engage and interact with your peers every single day on the internet. In 2014, you saw them twice a year at conferences. Nobody was interacting with other people that did their job outside of their company in 2014. That's a big one. So that's the huge shift because people trust their peers, other people that do their job, more than the things that they read on Google, the things that they get from Gartner, and the things that they hear from your sales team. That's the big shift. So in 2014, because they only saw their peers once or twice at a conference, they didn't have access to their peers, so they would spend more time with your sales team. They would spend more time researching on Google and reading your blog on your website. They would go to Gartner and ask them what they thought about certain things. Now, they can go into LinkedIn and post something and get 20 answers from people that they trust. They can go inside of a community, whether that's a social network, a group, a Slack community, something like that, and ask people. They can go inside of a third-party event like the CMO group that gets put together from your VC or PE firm where you get all the CMOs from the portfolio together once every month to talk about a certain topic or consume content or different things like that. They're listening to what I call key opinion leaders, so people that have leading thoughts on the internet. They're listening to content on social networks, but also on podcasts, YouTube, and other content platforms. They also have direct word of mouth and communication through DMs, text messages, Zoom calls, Slack meetings, FaceTimes, all these different things. All of the things that B2B buyers use to prioritize business decisions, to decide what vendors to use, to decide what categories to buy, all of those things that lead up to them doing the Google search or them receiving the cold call happen in what I call dark social, in a place that's untracked. And so all of these things are out there. They make the most impact on a buying decision, but they're not getting measured. And because they're not getting measured, most companies don't acknowledge that they're happening and instead give credit to things that don't deserve it, like Google paid ads, SEO, review site response, like direct referrals, stuff like that.